It's really the intersection of sort of capital markets on the one hand, national security on the other. Where those two come together is my area of expertise. And I do think under the current financial stress situation we're seeing in the United States, we're almost like a patient with a flu. We make ourselves a little more vulnerable. And so do we invite adventurism by the Russians? Do we invite a terror attack by Al-Qaeda? I'm not predicting those things will happen. I'm just saying that it's sort of more tempting to confront the United States at a time when we're financially weaker. You look at 9/11's a classic case. The stock market closed immediately, so nothing happened the next day. But when it reopened, it went down about 17% in a matter of days. But the banking system was in relatively good shape at the time, so banks could provide a lot of liquidity to brokers, a lot of liquidity to customers. They even viewed it as a buying opportunity themselves. So yes, it went down sharply, but we were very resilient and bounced back. Now imagine the same thing happening today. Heaven forbid, some sort of terrorist attack took place. The stock market dropped a couple thousand points. What is the ability of the banking system to help us dig out of that hole? Well, my answer is it's extremely compromised. They don't have the liquidity and the resources. So once again, it's back to the Fed. And just to be clear, I don't think there's any evidence that any of the sovereign wealth funds or China or Russia have done anything of a malicious nature. So I want to be clear on that. But, things change, and down the road, these things are certainly possibilities. And my effort has been to say, look, I'm not saying these things will happen in the short run, but they could happen. And so the United States should develop a robust capability, including counterintelligence features and other efforts to counter them. And so if you were, say China or, some other country, and you did want to do something malicious, that begs the question, well, how would you do it? Obviously, if you stand up and transact in the markets in your own name, everyone's going to know it, so you'll need some kind of intermediary or front company, and there are a variety that people could choose from. It could be a Swiss bank, it could be some anonymous trust, it could be a hedge fund, but these are vehicles that can be used to, in effect, act as fronts for malicious actions of rivals of the United States.